I grew up in Tyrol, Franz in Carinthia, and I came here in 1978, the first time as a professional skier, and raced in Lake Tahoe. Was invited actually by Jerry Weintraub to come back in the summer to experience it because he managed John Denver at the time, and I stayed there for a week at the Villa Hera, and I fell in love with the area. And I met my wife in 1980 in New York City and lived for a year in Manhattan, and I said, listen, I know a place, why don't we try that? And moved to Lake Tahoe in 1984, and we'll do it all over again. And obviously I had 3 kids since then. They all were born, they're all dual citizen, and I love the area. I mean, if you look Tahoe, look Telluride, I mean, if you love the outdoors, it's paradise on earth. I think, yeah. 1977, I was European skateboard champion, and because when I was younger, I had a ski accident where they said I couldn't ski anymore. I moved to Geneva, Switzerland, and stepped once on the skateboard, fell off, and I said I wanted to learn that. And then first I won the Swiss skateboard championships, and then I got to enter in the European skateboard championships. And when I won that, you can't skateboard in the winter. They said, Franz, you used to ski race, why don't you start racing? So I raced some local races, won it, and got a wildcard entry in the Swiss championships, and won the championship with number 128. And ski company approached me if I wanted to race for them, and they said they would pay all my expenses in a victory sketch. And to me that sounded like a paid vacation. I said, where do I have to sign? And that's how I got, through a coincidence, back into ski racing via skateboarding.
And how did ski racing lead to speed skiing?
Ski racing, when I was at a race which I mentioned where I won with 128, there was one racer there, he had a speed helmet. And it was fascinating how it looked, and I was quizzing him and asking him all questions. I said, how do you do that? So he gave me all the information. No one was really interested in some guy who works in the sport shop, and I think it was before internet and email. I sent hundreds of letters out to different companies, no response. And one company in Switzerland, OJ, said, we give you a pair of skis. And I was in Turin in Italy in 1978, where I went to my very first speed race. And I remember coming there, they had all those teams sponsored, where they had 8 races on, like the Fischer team, and I said, hey, listen, I'm Austrian too, I know I live in Switzerland, but can you give me skis? No one wanted to give me skis. So I raced in there, and every time someone got eliminated, I said, hey, listen, before you leave town, can I use your equipment? And so I upgraded equipment while I was there. And in my very first race, I finished 5th already, and was actually best Austrian at that race, and I was hooked on speed skiing. And that was in June of 1978. And then that was when Steve McKinney broke the world record, and the big barrier at the time was the 200 kilometers, the 124 miles an hour. And we went to South America, to Portillo in Chile, and that was my second race within a few months, and I was 3rd in the next one. And then the year after, I won 1980 to 85, I won 6 world championships in a row, so I guess I was made for speed.
Why were you so much faster than everybody else?
Well, sometimes you have God-given advantages,
Much
I think.
happier.
Well,
Priority.
I was lucky. Like I said, I have from a physical standpoint, I have shorter legs, longer upper body. So if I go on a duck, that being my lower legs, I can pull my upper body, my shoulders in front of my armpits, so I can use downforce and lift without getting air in here. So I could adjust a downforce, which gives you more drag, and lift, which gives you less friction. And this is something which you learn over experience, over the time, and you do wind tunnel tests. It's not like, the first time you go down and set a world record. It's something that takes a lot of studies, scientific research, aerodynamic engineers. There's a lot more to it than just going down straight to hell.